Hello, and welcome back to Movie Reviews with Cody, the channel where I go through my collection of movies and I tell you what I think about them. Today we're going to be going over the 2012 film Dredd. Directed by Pete Travis, it stars Carl Urban, Olivia Thirlby, and Lena Headey. Now, when this movie first came out into theaters, nobody really went to go see it. Chances are, usually when something like this happens, especially with a movie that actually is good, the studio didn't really heavily promote it. They probably didn't believe in this type of property. I mean, because the 90s Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd didn't really do that well. Also, Dredd is based upon the Judge Dredd comic books, and those usually aren't big sellers like you would with, the higher-end Marvel and DC comics. But either way, when this movie got released on home media, people really enjoyed it. Like, they actually went out of their way to rent or buy and just watch this movie. And it's gotten to the point it has a fan base from since when it got released to even today. There are petitions for a sequel to be made, or, even a TV series with Carl Urban as Dredd, because Carl Urban does a fantastic job playing Judge Dredd. And also, he never takes off his helmet. Just like in the comics, Judge Dredd never takes off his helmet. Now, there are some comparisons that people have made with the 2011 film, The Raid, that being that it takes place in one giant apartment complex filled with criminals, and you have law enforcement going in and working their way from the bottom all the way up to the top to get to the bad guy. In Dredd, Lena Headey plays Mama, the head of this criminal apartment complex, trying to build her empire out of a drug called slow-mo, which is kind of a reality-altering substance. Which also, when I mentioned in my No Escape review, I'm not really big on slow motion. But what I like what this film Dredd does is whenever people use the slow-mo drug, everything goes into this colorful yet distorted vision of just everything being in slow motion. And that's really how I appreciate slow motion being used, is when you actually use it for something that's needed for it to be used. And also, it's really great when bullets start going through people and it just goes in slow motion as the bullet goes through the skin and it all ripples before the blood goes out on the other side. It is absolutely, chef's kiss. This movie is ultra-violent as well. There are body parts, there is blood, there is just so much over-the-top violence, and I am a fan of really well-done over-the-top violence. As well, Olivia Thirlby, she plays the new recruit Anderson, who has psychic abilities, and this is her first day on the job, and she is being trained by Judge Dredd. And you really latch onto her character because she's kind of the viewer, I guess you would say, in this case. You're learning things as she's learning things. And I thought Olivia Thirlby did a really good job in this. I really appreciated Lena Headey as Mama. I thought she was very intimidating and very scary as a villain. And also, Carl Urban, he is Judge Dredd. Let's just go ahead and say that. He is absolutely perfect in this role. Now, if you have not seen Dredd, currently right now it is available. If you have Amazon Prime, go ahead and check it out. If not, you can probably find this used somewhere. I've got it at McKay's, a local book, movie, CD store out here, for $4 on Blu-ray. I definitely suggest seeing this movie. You will enjoy it. It's only like an hour and a half, so it's not a very long movie at all. It is very action-packed. It's a visual spectacle. It's over-the-top violence. It's well-directed. It's well-acted. So definitely give it a chance. I mean, I would say this movie is worth owning. But it's definitely worth seeing if you have Amazon Prime. Just go ahead and pop that bad boy in because you are going to have a great time. Alright, I appreciate it, guys, and I will catch you next time. Now, before I leave, I just want to let you know that if you want to follow me on any social media, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have Minds, I have Parler. Also, if you want to check out any of my books, I do have them available on Amazon, Kindle, Nook, and Apple. So feel free, go ahead and check out that stuff, add me on there, maybe see what my books and short stories are all about, and I will catch you guys next time.